Please be seated. Well, great afternoon. Now, you notice I didn't say good afternoon. I said great afternoon. This is NASH Community College, folks. Days like this, events like this, good just doesn't cut it. So great afternoon to everybody. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, faculty, staff, and students of NASH Community College, welcome to campus today for the 2025 Veterinary Med Technology Pinning Ceremony. My name is Lou Honeycutt, and I have the honor of being the president of this incredible institution. We have some special guests this afternoon, not that everybody's not special, but some special guests that are members of our Board of Trustees, my bosses. So if you will, when I call your name, please stand up and be recognized. We have Trustee Bill Marshburn, Trustee Catherine Fisher, Trustee Sam Dickens, and Trustee Natalie. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate so much. Natalie Brooks, I forgot, I could have said her last name, Natalie Brooks. Thank you all so much for being here. Graduates, every team NASH member, which there's about 400 of us, are so very much proud of you today. Personally, I thank you for choosing veterinary medical technology. It makes me feel a little bit better taking my pets. And if any of y'all work at Riverside at all, you know my pets are crazy. But my two pets, it makes me feel a little better taking them to the vet, knowing the quality of student that we have here at NASH and that we've trained. Parents, other family members, and friends, thank you for supporting these students. Without your support, they would not be here accomplishing this today. So give yourselves a hand for that. Graduates, enjoy this event, enjoy the day, and specifically and more importantly, enjoy your accomplishment. I wish you the best of luck in all future endeavors and want to thank you for letting NASH Community College be part of your lives. Now, just because you're leaving doesn't mean you get away from us because you're graduating. You will forever be and always be a Nighthawk. And with that said, I always like to end by saying Nighthawks forward, but I'm also going to ask you, could I get a Nighthawk call? Could I get a Nighthawk call? Caw-caw! All right, that's just something we have to do around here. With that, we'll get a little more serious, and I'll turn the podium over to the director of our Vet Tech program, Gail Harrell. Gail.
Thank you, Dr. Honeycutt. At this time, I'm going to bring up our SCNAFTA, or our student chapter of the National Association of Veterinary Technicians, President Kat Finsky.
I don't think I've ever spoken on a microphone before, so I apologize in advance. But good afternoon, everyone. First off, I just want to say we made it. We actually made it. Our group of 10 is battle-tested, sleep-deprived, and our noses may never recover from the wide variety of smells that we encountered over these 2 years. But in that time, we have become expert vein finders, parasite identifiers, chaos handlers, and advocates for animals. Thank you all for being here to support us on this long-awaited day. It's true that it takes a village to raise every single veterinary technician, and none of us would have made it to this milestone in our careers if it weren't for the support of our families, our friends, each other, and our instructors. Dr. Deans, Dr. Cameron, Ms. Harrell, Ms. Whitehead, and Ms. Janice have all given us a home away from home these past 2 years. They've shared immeasurable insight and mentorship, going above and beyond the typical call of teachers. With their guidance, we made some pretty great things happen these past 2 years. We each learned and demonstrated over 317 medical skills, a list that seemed impossible at the very beginning of the year. And in the last year alone, we provided medical care for 102 dogs and cats, anything from blood work to preventative care to spays and neuters for local animal shelters and rescues. And we didn't just stop there. We ventured to local farms and proved our mettle against almost every animal in that old McDonald's song. Kenzie hit the teeny tiniest vein on the ear of a rabbit at one of the farms. Jesse caught about a dozen chickens in the time it took the rest of us just to get our hands on one. And Aaliyah worked a cow milking machine like she'd been doing it her whole life. There were tubes everywhere, it was crazy. Kylie bottle-fed a baby goat and became an expert at trimming goat hooves, which is not as easy as it sounds. Lydia lent us all her confidence when she jumped up to be the very first one to harness a horse for us. And then Catherine jumped up amongst seasoned cowboys to work some very aggravated cattle through a very scary chute. Then back at home, Kayla found a parasite on a microscope, and something that was so tiny, the parasite lives inside of a red blood cell. And then Carolyn became an expert in radiographic software. Sarah consistently beat us all at a game called Kahoot. And I managed to break only about a handful of important pieces of equipment, which, believe it or not, is better than my typical average. So to my classmates, thank you guys for being the wild, weird women that you are. You're some of the toughest, kindest, funniest people I've ever met, and it has really been a thrill to be a part of all this with you. We cried, we laughed, we learned an absurd amount about worms and parasites, and I wouldn't trade our experience for the world. As we move on to new challenges, I hope we remain teammates and rejoice every time the small world of vet med brings us back together again. And let's honor all our instructors' investments with every IV catheter we place, every client we communicate with, and with every patient we take care of. May our caffeine never run out. May you never find hidden feces in the pockets of your scrubs. And may common sense become commoner than we think. Thank you.
I'm going to be calling the students up to be pinned. Kayla Blunt. Kylie Ann Cowger. Bailey Catherine Fensky. Sarah Jane Harris. Jessica Jernigan. Mackenzie Mosley. Catherine Noel. Aaliyah Parker. Lydia Ruffin. Carolyn Sweeney.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. I'd like to thank all of you for being here to celebrate this important milestone for the Veterinary Medical Technology class of 2025. First, I'd like to express our sincere appreciation to our administration for your participation in today's ceremony and for your ongoing support of our students. Your dedication truly makes a difference. To our Board of Trustees, thank you for your continued support of our program and for taking time from your busy schedule to be here today. Your presence means a lot to us. To the Veterinary Medical Technology faculty, Dr. Catherine Deans and Karen Whitehead, thank you for your leadership, your passion, and the countless hours you devoted to mentoring these students. And to our outstanding adjunct faculty, Dr. Robert Cameron, Devin Powell, and Janice Mosley, thank you for sharing your time and your expertise. We couldn't do this without you. We're also very grateful to the North Carolina Association of Veterinary Technicians for your support of our program, and for Kim Lewis, president of the association, joining us in today's celebration, and for your thoughtful gift to our students. To the friends and family here today, thank you. Your encouragement and your sacrifices have helped these students reach this day. You've been their cheerleaders, their support system, and sometimes even their study partners. And we celebrate you as well. And now to our students. It's been a long journey since that very first day at orientation when I told you that passion would be the key to not only surviving the next 2 years, but thriving in your profession. You face challenges, long nights, tough exams, and emotional days, but you've made it. And through it all, your passion has guided you. You will need that same passion as you step into the field. It will help you through the tough moments and remind you of what you came into this program for. To not only be the best technician that you can and to help the animals, but also help the people that love their animals. Please remember that this ceremony does not mark the end of your education. It marks the beginning of a new chapter. So keep learning, stay curious, and never stop striving to grow. Hold tight to that passion and love you have for the profession. Learn something new every day, and above all, be the best version of you. And now, with the Veterinary Medical Technology class of 2025, please rise and recite the veterinary technician's oath.
Well, it's official. You're pinned. Are you happy? Well, we want to thank everyone for being here. Congratulations to the 2025 class. We're so proud of what you've accomplished. I think we need to give them one more round of applause. And then I would ask that you stand as the stage party and the students recess. And then I would also urge any of you that haven't driven around the campus lately, drive around the campus. It's awfully pretty this time of year. So please do that. We're so glad you came. Please rise and we will begin the recession.